Here's your thing, an electric city car under 20,000 euros in 2025, built in Europe with actual interior space. Renault says the new Twingo E-Tech electric makes it possible. But can a car developed in just 2 years really deliver on that promise? Or are we looking at compromises wrapped in cheerful colors? The new Twingo E-Tech electric launches in early 2026, priced under 20,000 euros. That's ambitious. For context, that's thousands less than most electric city cars on the market right now. The question is, what did they cut to get there? Here's what you're getting. A 3.79-meter-long 5-door city car with a 60-kilowatt motor, that's 82 horsepower, and a 27.5 kilowatt-hour LFP battery. Range, up to 263 kilometers WLTP. 0 to 50 in 3.85 seconds, which is genuinely nippy for urban traffic. Top speed limited to 130 kilometers per hour, but honestly, when's the last time you hit that in a Twingo? Now let's address the battery choice. Renault went with lithium iron phosphate, or LFP, instead of the usual nickel-manganese-cobalt chemistry. This is interesting. LFP is cheaper, more stable, doesn't use scarce materials like cobalt, and it's everywhere in Chinese EVs. The downside? Lower energy density. But Renault counters this with cell-to-pack architecture, cramming more cells into the same space and cutting battery costs by 20%. Smart move for a budget city car. The design is pure nostalgia trip. Renault went back to the original 1992 Twingo, one-box shape, big, expressive headlamps, cheerful face. But they modernized it. The wheelbase stretches to 2.49 meters, pushing those 18-inch wheels out to the corners. It looks planted, confident, like a grown-up Twingo rather than a toy. 4 launch colors: absolute red, absolute green, mango yellow, and starry black. That absolute green is apparently the exact shade from the 2023 concept car. Inside, this is where things get genuinely impressive. Remember, this is an A-segment car. It should feel cramped. But those sliding rear seats, independently adjustable by 17 centimeters each, completely transform the space. Rear passengers get up to 160 millimeters of knee room. The boot, 360 liters with seats back, over 1,000 with them folded. And yes, you can fold the front passenger seat too, giving you 2 meters of load length. In a car shorter than 4 meters, that's properly clever packaging. Tech-wise, the top Techno trim gets OpenR Link with Google built in. That's Google Maps, Google Assistant, access to over 100 apps through Google Play, a first for the A segment. The entry Evolution trim gets a connected system with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Both versions get dual screens, 7 inches for the driver, 10 inches for the center. And here's a quirky touch: welcome jingles and animations developed with Jean-Michel Jarre. Because why not make your city car sound like a synthesizer concert? Charging is where Renault made some interesting choices. Standard equipment includes a 6.6 kilowatt AC charger. That's 10 to 100% in about 4 hours 15 minutes. Fine for overnight home charging, which is how most city car owners will use it. But if you want more, there's an optional advanced charge pack adding 11 kilowatt AC and 50 kilowatt DC fast charging. With that, you're looking at 10 to 80% in 30 minutes at a DC station. And that advanced charge pack brings bidirectional charging, V2L for powering appliances, V2G for feeding energy back to the grid. V2G could actually make you money if you've got the right setup and electricity contract. Is it revolutionary? No. Is it useful and forward-thinking for a budget city car? Absolutely. The Techno trim also gets one-pedal driving. Lift off the accelerator and regenerative braking bring you to a complete stop without touching the brake pedal. Perfect for traffic jams. The Evolution trim gets a B mode for increased regeneration instead. Not quite as sophisticated, but still useful. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room: development time. Renault claims they built this car in just 2 years, or 100 weeks in their internal jargon. That's half the usual time. How? By partnering with their AC/DC tech center in Shanghai, leveraging Chinese suppliers for speed and cost efficiency, while keeping the platform and electronics development in France at Ampere. Final assembly happens at Novo Mesto in Slovenia. It's a globalized approach that might make some people uncomfortable, but it's probably the only way to hit that price point while building in Europe. The catch? Simplification. Renault launched with just 4 body colors instead of 10, 2 trim levels instead of a sprawling range, 1 air conditioning system instead of 11 variants scattered across the lineup. Some will call this streamlining, others will call it fewer options. Personally, I think it's pragmatic. City car buyers want affordability and simplicity, not endless configuration menus. Safety equipment is surprisingly generous. 6 airbags standard, 24 ADAS systems available in the parking and safety pack, including hands-free parking, a first for this segment. There's an interior camera for driver monitoring, traffic sign recognition, adaptive cruise control, and Renault's Human First program brings Safety Score and Safety Coach, analyzing your driving and giving you feedback. It's almost overly ambitious for a city car, but better that than cutting corners. So what's the verdict after this first look? The Renault Twingo E-Tech Electric is genuinely trying to solve a real problem. Affordable electric mobility that doesn't feel like a punishment. Yes, the range is modest. Yes, the power is adequate rather than exciting. Yes, the development shortcuts might raise eyebrows. But if Renault delivers on that sub-20,000 € promise with this level of space, tech, and usability, they might just revive a dead segment. The real test will come when we see final pricing, real-world range, and whether that rapid development translates to long-term reliability. But on paper, this is the most interesting city car launch in years. What do you think? Is an affordable electric city car something you'd actually consider, or is the range too limiting for your needs? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you want more first looks at upcoming EVs, hit that subscribe button. Because whether this Twingo succeeds or stumbles, the electric city car story is just getting started.